it's a struggle every turn because everything has been totally politicized, everything's been financialized, and they're bringing in CBDCs, and everyone's going to be in prison. It's going to be an open air prison. It's the Gettysburg, it's the ultimate American act because it snubs your nose at authority. This is as quintessential American is to essentially say, we're not part of your empire. We're not part of your top-down system. We are individually governed ourselves, and we have values. But if you're going to take those away, then we'll leave, and we'll start a new America. We'll start America somewhere else. It's an idea. It doesn't have to be in frickin' Chicago. And it's changing the world, and it's changing our species in that we're evolving toward a more benevolent. It monetizes peace and love, and it demonetizes hate and war. Imagine if all that money went back into the economy. That's extortion. It's an extortion racket.
Basically, the American people don't want a government of spies and wiretapping. We don't want a government that's drafting our kids and sending them off. We don't want a government of narcotics agents busting into middle-class people's houses. Everything about that was against the American way of life.
One thing we learned right from the beginning is don't use the language of psychiatry, because the language of psychiatry is a sick, well, doctor, patient. You've got this neurosis, you've got the psychosis, almost forcing the person to be a victim.
You would laugh and laugh at the pomposity of the mind, or the pretentiousness of psychologists that think blah, blah, blah. You just laughed.
In any situation where we now use our symbolic mind, the microscope of emotional maturity, no government agency or no profession can solve these problems for you. I've got to do it for myself, you've got to do it for yourself, and all the viewers have got to do it for themselves.
And various people said, no, you can't, tell everybody to turn on. This has to be kept quiet. He'd say, no, that's an elitist thing, Time for that is past. The need is too great.
This was Tim Leary, and you can hear for yourself what his goals were. And I wouldn't really call them like that profound. It's not really like a profound intellect or imagination.
He's the most consistently positive and optimistic person that I know. I mean, he was determined not to make it a bad experience.
Timothy Leary, for those of you who don't know, was the leader of the whole thing to take LSD away from the CIA and make it a means of exploration for everybody.
Kidding me?